Yo guys, we're back after a long time. Lightning MMA here with another UFC prediction. Probably the biggest prediction I will ever do, and everybody who's watching, this is the best fight card of all time. UFC 300 after, let's say, 32 years. Like, who knows how long the UFC is in the case. Like, 92 I believe, it started with the first event. So now we have really the biggest event. 26 fighters, so 13 fights. Everybody's known. Like, probably the biggest casual, we will know these names, we'll notice these names. So we have 3 title fights. Like then I would say, I believe 7 of them, of the fighters on this card, are pound for pound ranked. So it really can go like not just from the names, but from the fights, actually from the event, like super great, like a WrestleMania, or it can go really downhill, let's say with a lot of decisions and eye pokings and who knows, like groin shots and refs doing mistakes. So we can really hope everybody will put on a show, put on a blast. I believe from the first fight we'll have a lot of fans in the building. So let's go with the first fight of the night. Deiveson Figueredo against Cody Garbrandt. We have a knockout in the second round for Cody Garbrandt, but it is a fight. I have it as a really close one because Deiveson Figueredo was a big champ. I mean, he defended his belt. You know, it's easy to be a champ like Sean Strickland, but it's hard to defend it like Usman, Volkanovski, Adesanya, and all of these guys. It's I believe even Glover Teixeira also didn't defend the belt, maybe one time against Jan Blachowicz. So it's not easy to defend the belt. But a guy like Deiveson Figueredo defended it. And he had some hard and tough fights against Brandon Moreno. On the other hand, Cody Garbrandt was also a champion in bantamweight, in his division. This is not Deiveson Figueredo's division, I believe. Yes, from the weight, what all we know about him, it is his division. So still, Cody Garbrandt will knock him out in the second round. Why I believe that is because he can catch everybody. Cody can catch everybody. He's now in such a good shape after all of these messes. He also was in Russia, so he learned a lot of wrestling, and he can also use it to be a decision. But I believe a second round knockout after some good shots from both guys, and Deiveson Figueredo will go down. Next on the card is Bobby Green against Jim Miller. We have submission in the third round by Jim Miller. I mean, also we can say Bobby has a good chance. Like, everybody here has a good chance, but Bobby really has a good chance against Jim Miller, who's also not the youngest, but you know from Jim Miller, he's a powerful guy. He knows everything. Stand up, grappling, on the ground. Especially on the ground, I believe Jim Miller is much ahead of Bobby Green. And if he has the neck, and I believe in the third round, Bobby will eventually give up and show his neck and get choked out. Next on the card is Jessica Andrade against Marina Rodriguez, also former champ by Jessica Andrade against Marina Rodriguez. I believe we can go really here with Jessica Andrade. She is now again in her momentum, and I believe a first round knockout. Probably if it goes to a decision, of course we can go with Marina, but first round knockout by Jessica Andrade is what we have in the pocket. Next on the card is, I just like this guy. I always hyped him up. He had some downfalls. Jalin against Renato Moicano. So of course we're gonna go with first round knockout by Jalin, just because I believe he's the much better fighter. He's the much better fighter of this matchup. Of course, Renato Moicano can take him down and hold him for 3 rounds, what we know about him, but I don't think Jalin Turner will allow this to happen. He's also a big guy. He also trained with Chimaev, so and also he has some submission tools. So his nickname is Tarantula or something. So he has his legs and arms everywhere around you if he's on the back. And in the stand-up, of course, we know his power. Look what he did to Bobby Green. So Jalin Turner by knockout first round. Next on the card is Sodiq Yusuff against Diego Lopes. Of course, the guy everybody likes, Diego Lopes, submission second round. I believe the first round will be competitive from both guys. I believe Sodiq Yusuff will take his shots, like he will play it safe. go around the cage. Maybe Diego Lopes will follow him and will eat some shots. In the second round, game plan change and he will take him down, and maybe Yusuff will try to, of course, defend it, and I believe that's the problem. Diego Lopes can go for the leg, like a leg lock, and he's a great BGG guy, so I believe this is the dangerous part about him. Next up on the card is Holm against Kayla Harrison. Probably this is one of my hardest picks because Holm, again, another former champion against Kayla Harrison, one of the biggest hype I've ever seen. She lost, and I saw her loss. I saw it live on PFL against, I believe, a Brazilian fighter, and she looked really bad in this. She was clueless, like an amateur, but she also beat Espinlet in her last fight decision, and Espinlet was let's say a decent woman fighter for her division, but not the best. Holm is one of the best. We all know Holm. We all know her stand-up game is very good. Kick in the fence is also alright. So why not Holm for decision? But we got submission first by Kayla Harrison, just because of the momentum, just because she needs this win. If she really loses this, everybody will lose. Dana and everybody. Because Holm is also 32. So Kayla Harrison by a first round submission, I believe, it's just planned. It's let's say scripted. She needs his first round submission. Take her down, like she said. She took Adesanya down. Now she will take Holm down. Kimura. Next up on the card is Kattar against Aljamain Sterling, former champion Aljamain Sterling by decision. I believe also right now I saw his physique. I thought he will look a little bit fat and all of this, but no, he's in a very good shape. He also trained for this. And if Moicano win against Kattar, I believe a former champion like Aljamain Sterling should have the decision. I thought about Kattar by knockout because defend the takedowns and put his great boxing and knock him out like Xiaonan, but we really need to go with the flow and go with Sterling by decision. Just holding and people will go crazy again. It's similar to the they had so many fights, Peter Yan and Sterling. I believe 3, or let's say 2. I believe in the second, the second fight, third round, fourth round, I believe, was where Sterling hold him for the rest of the round. Like he held Peter Yan the whole 5 minutes. So I believe this will be the same case. He will just hold Kattar around, try to submit him, but decision. So next to the card, and this is also the last prelim fight, Jiri Prochazka against Aleksandar Rakic. So this is also a great fight, a very competitive fight. The comeback of Rakic, and also the back in the title picture fight for Prochazka. I mean, he lost against the champ, but if he wins against Rakic, or let's say wins against someone in the top 3, top 5 again, he'll fight again for the title because the people want to see it. So it's a big fight for both. But I still believe we gotta go with Rakic by decision. Maybe even 30-27. I believe he will really dominate the fight and show his skills in every case because Rakic is a very great grappler. I believe he should do this very more and mix it up, with ground and pound. He has the leg kicks, the calf kicks. He has like everything, the jab. So I believe it will just be a dominant fight for Aleksandar Rakic. So we gotta open it with the big megastar Bo Nickal against Cody Brundage. A very competitive fight, says nobody. We all know Bo Nickal will kill him in the first round, like first round knockout, and that's it. I really don't want to talk about this fight. We all know Cody is the sacrifice lamb. That's the second Cody on the card, and this will be the last fight probably of Cody because I believe Bo Nickal will really destroy him in the first round. But let's go with the submission in the first round. I mean, he needs to play it also safe. I mean, he can't really lose in his big spotlight right now by going, let's strike with this boy because Cody even knocked out Trishan Gore. This is always his highlight. But he also got knocked out by this Polish guy, Aleksandar, whatever his name is. We also know this guy has some power in his hands. So Bo Nickal has it too. But Bo Nickal will try to take him down in the first minute and submit him in the second minute. So next on the card is former champion Do Bronx, Charles Oliveira against Arman Tsarukyan. I'm very impressed with Arman Tsarukyan. He's such a great fight. It's such a close fight because this guy is really the evolution he's developing. And Charles Oliveira, when I think about this guy, yes, he got dominated by Islam Makhachev, but we all know Islam Makhachev is the best guy and nobody will win against him. This is what I believe, and everybody deep in the heart knows this too. Right now Makhachev is on a different level, so both guys even lost to him. But on the other hand, the Bronx won against Poirier, and I believe if you win against Poirier and finish him, you're on a different level. He won against Gaethje, he won against Chandler, Tony Ferguson, Benin Dariush. This crazy man destroyed everybody. But we saw what Tsarukyan has in his hands. It's tough, man. But let's go with what we have here. Let's go with submission first round. Charles Oliveira. I believe, like I said, I mean, this fight cannot go to distance. I mean, this fight, there is no way both guys will allow this fight to be in the hand of the judges. I believe nobody should ever let Sal D'Amato trust him and let his work be done, because we all know this man can destroy your life. So especially Charles Oliveira, and also Arman Tsarukyan will try to go for the finish. They always do. So maybe that's the thing. Arman Tsarukyan will get catched, but I don't think he will get knocked out because he always get wobbled, but not really knocked out. One time in his fight, this was pre-UFC. So he will go down and the Bronx will finish him. Probably a guillotine, who knows, something. Probably a guillotine, I have in my head. So next on the card, it's the first title fight. BMF title, Justin Gaethje against Max Holloway. Former champion Max Holloway against the right now title holder from the BMF, Justin Gaethje. One guy has knockout power, the other guy is a decision machine with some crazy strike numbers. So what's the case here? Should we trust a 5-round striking battle, or let's say a new record for Max Holloway, or should we trust a guy who can knock you out, like real bad knock you out? We saw the last fight with Poirier. I mean, I'm very surprised he didn't knock out Rafael Fiziev. I really thought he would knock him out. Again, a tough spot for me, a tough spot for all of us. But let's go with Justin Gaethje by second round knockout, I believe. If Alan can catch you, we really need to think, okay, this is also Justin Gaethje's division, his power, and I believe if Justin Gaethje just lands one uppercut or one hook, I mean, the lights will be out for Max Holloway. So next fight on the card is Weili Zhang against Yan Xiaonan. Sorry about her name. The thing which is very surprising by Yan, and also a title fight, of course, she knocked out Jessica Andrade. This is what's always in my head. But at the end of the day, it's Weili Zhang. We really don't to talk much about this, because Weili Zhang she's one of the best female fighters I've ever seen, you have ever seen, Dana has ever seen. Everybody knows Weili Zhang should have this in the pocket, but you can never trust anything in this life, man, because Amanda Nunes also lost against Julian Pena. So it's crazy because both are from Chinese show. So will they really go 100%? It's tough, man. But let's say decision by Weili Zhang. You know, she really should win this fight dominantly. So next on the card and last fight on the card, the final fight everybody's waiting for: Alex Pereira against Jamahal Hill. We got second round knockout by Alex Pereira. It's tough because Hill had I believe 5 last wins, 4 of them knockouts. He knocked out Johnny Walker. Everybody knocked out Johnny Walker. He knocked out Jimmy Crute. Ray Borg can knock out Jimmy Crute. And he won against Glover Teixeira, who is probably the oldest fighter of all time. Like, what we really can say about this. On the other hand, Alex Pereira knocked out. He didn't knock out Adesanya, but if you win against Adesanya, you can win against everybody in the stand-up. I believe Adesanya is one of the best strikers of all time, and there is no way Jamahal can be better than Alex Pereira and Adesanya in the stand-up. The only thing which is crazy is, what about the knockout power? What about the chin of Alex? Because we always see him get wobbled or something. So I'm really curious about that. What if Jamahal really tries to take him down? Alex should defend the takedown. Let's go by second round. First round, chop the legs, go for the body shots, maybe try some hooks. But on the second round, he will catch him with the left hook and knock his lights off. I believe this will be the greatest event of all time. I'm so hyped for this. I hope you too. And I can't wait, man.